when these traumatic situations occur and get posted on social media. Everybody got 2 cents to say and pick a side, and wasn't nobody there when nothing happened and when nothing went down. But they got their own nieces, nephews, cousins, brothers, and sisters locked up, and they won't even send their ass commissary. So I'm sick and tired of all of this fake sympathy and compassion people want to tend to share and push around with complete strangers on situations that they really don't have any idea of. Shit be happening months ago, and we talking about it in real time as if it happened the day you seen it all over social media. And most of it goes down the lines of color. So I'm starting to feel like people are getting pushed into trying to push the narratives around to get us based off of color against one another. And that shit is flat out wrong as well. And I'm sick and tired of it. It's only one race, that we all can agree that we share as being human beings here on this earth together at the same time. And we are so far past the skin color, because an individual should be taken for their character and not what they look like. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of that here we are in 2025, and everything has to go based upon pick a side. You got the politicians want you to pick a side. Nobody's expressing maturity to be able to agree to disagree and still do business together, worship together, have that true compassion and sympathy for one another that we do in these tragic incidents that gets promoted like commercials all over the social network. You can just see a person get shot down and die on social media now. And that is a disgrace. And I feel that the social medias, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of the social medias promoting so much tragedy and people making it a trend to have sympathy. Now, I'm not going to get into the particulars of certain stories, but this one story in particular that's circulating for a young man in high school stabbing and killing another young man in high school. I'm going to say this, like I said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of seeing these families polarized in the media and all on the social media as well, asking the public for any assistance, because there's thousands upon thousands of people out here in the similar situations with their child or their children in this penal system, because they don't want to accept the consequences of their actions. And particularly, my belief is that the parents also have allowed their children not to face consequences. Now, I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. What I am saying is that when children find themselves in situations that involve violence, they learned it from somewhere, and everything starts at home. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna say and start there. anybody that put themselves in the public is only going to show the good side. So that goes for both sides. The mother and the father starting a GoFundMe to bury their child and help them through their situation, and the other family making a GoFund to help their single son when there's thousands of children that needs help in just daily life living, having a meal or food to eat. So that's why I say I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of people choosing specific persons to want to step for. But I don't hear anybody stepping for these children that's coming up missing, that's being in these systems, being abused in all ways, mentally, physically, and sexually. I don't see too many people stepping behind, hey, what's going on with that? So while we all getting wrapped up and have our 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents to put in on even the conversation of who's right and who's wrong, I want y'all to understand that for every action there is a reaction, and there is a consequence that one must pay for the choice that they make, period, point blank. So I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of people wanting to be victim or need help of the public in particular for their own personal situations. Okay? First and foremost, everything should be held for the courtroom, not the social media courthouse. That's where your innocence is proven. So all of this public, he said, she said, and the other trend that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of is this bullying shit. We making kids soft. You don't have to have lethal force, and even with a weapon, okay? You don't have to take that action as the only resort to stop bullying, because then you find yourself with the consequence to face, which is potential jail time for the rest of your life, no matter what age, no matter how many people you save from drowning, no matter what good deeds that you've done, and you want to report now that it's time that you made a choice in your life to handle a bullying situation with lethal force. So I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of people not being honorable in making choices and caring about their life as they wake up and breathe in the morning, being grateful to have that life. So therefore, if you have that gratefulness, you will move accordingly. You would not put your own life in jeopardy because you value your life and your freedom. See, you can't make the choice to brandish a weapon and use it, whether it be a knife, a gun, a pen, and now you can hit somebody. They can fall and hit their head in such a way that it can break their neck, it can hemorrhage their brain, and they can die from that. So even just to casually think you're going to defend your honor by using physical force, you have to understand the consequences behind that decision and that choice you will be making. See, we living in a time of a spiritual warfare, meaning that there are different spirits that's walking and floating around, however you want to understand the spirit to be and move. But those spirits are jealousy, one of them, sexuality, you know what I'm saying, sexualness, deviancies, mental, provoking, greed. Those things are manifested here on this universe. So when you walking around, and even when you in your own home, people come and go, friends, family, children, anything can possess those spirits within them. And you have to become to a strengthened mental ability to, number one, value your life enough that when these obstacles come your way, you're able to lift yourself out of those circumstances and ask yourself before you react, is this worth me possibly losing my freedom? Because that's the first step of harming someone in the physical. There's no other way about it. The police is coming to question you, and you will be held in a court of law to be judged by either the judge or a jury. That's a fact. So, is your life not worth enough to walk away from bullies? Because you and them gonna live to see another day. And is your ego being pulled that you gotta show that you embarrassed in front of others, that you gotta kill someone for embarrassment? So I'm trying to make it make sense to say, don't think about the worth of your life when you make the choice to alter your reality by being bound to these court systems to judge. And don't put your business out on social media platforms as a discussion when you are under a legal pending case. Loose lips sink ships. Mama, daddy, auntie, cousin, brother, sister, niece, nephew, everybody don't need to say nothing. And I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That takes me to the other part, that these institutions that consider themselves media, y'all be running to put your face on it, and put your face on it for free with no questions. But when you have community networks that serve the community and the residents, like Raw Magazine TV, y'all don't want to have nothing to say. Conversation. Y'all don't call the hotline. That's established for you and to tell your stories. And that has to change. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of waiting for people to wake up, truly wake up and realize that we are destroying ourselves and we need to do something about it sooner than later. That's what I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of. I'm listing them all tonight in this piece right here, commentary. Exclusive for Raw Magazine TV. It's your host, Queen Kiki, giving you sick and tired of being sick and tired commentaries. Too many people are being misled. They misled through music. They misled through what they know and the knowledge that they seek. Whenever you can go on social media and you have women that's confessing that they have diseases and they proud to spread it around to others, I mean, when are we going to pay attention? But as you got the women saying that, then you got women that's out here willing to bear it all and put it out. You know? So who can you tell got what? Ain't nobody walking around with a dot on their head. So lust, that spiritual lust, sexual entity is rampant because we see it everywhere. They're making the children hypersexualized. So when they say this is some of these things, the people like to call it conspiracy theory. But how can it be a conspiracy when we see it playing out in front of our faces every day? Turn on the radio, hypersexualized songs, morning, noon, and night. There is no cutoff time. Shit. And then we ourselves as parents, we playing the music around our kids ourselves. How many of us are throwing on jazz and inspirational and gospel music, and that's all that's being fed to our children? Now y'all want to feed them Young Thug and Dolph, and I can't throw my Pimp C and Gucci Man under the bus. They see some rap music is in a whole nother category. It's real, music that we can call them classics. And that's for another time and another segment on the music that I do indulge in as well. Rating music, giving you mixtapes. You can order you a mixtape. Make sure you register and subscribe on the site www.rawmultimediagroup.com. I am working towards building that out, being greater and bigger than what we have accomplished on our own. The two-man band, two man and woman, man and woman, excuse me, king and queen, team, okay? We doing it together, and we've made some huge improvements, and now it's time to work with others in this network, because it's not just about us and my content, it's about your content and what you are creating, and having a place and a home for your content to do the same things the other networks offer, which is monetize, advertise, market, and promote your creative works and products and services as well. So make sure you all contact us. The number is on the website again, which is www.rawmultimediagroup.com. And those are my sick and tired of being sick and tired moments, clips. So I'm going to let that marinate and resonate with you. And I definitely will be back and look forward to you to submit your sick and tired video as an MP3 or MP4 file. You can shoot that to our email or go on the website and register so that you can get access to upload some content. And that email is contact@rawmultimediagroup.com. Thank you all for listening and watching. This is Queen Kiki signing off. Deuces.